All right, so going through this worksheet, we're going to determine if the sequence is arithmetic, geometric, or neither. Now, for us to be able to determine that, we need to know a few terms. And remember, arithmetic means that there's like some sort of distance that's being added every time, or subtracted, because you can add a negative. Geometric means that there's some common ratio that's being multiplied, and you could also multiply by a fraction. You can multiply by a third every time. And then if they don't follow into these patterns, then we know it's going to be neither. So if I were to, let's say, starts plug in 1. If I plug in 1, 3 times 1 is 3. 3 minus 5, that's negative 2. And then if I plug in 2, that's 6. Minus 5, that's 1. If I plug in 3, 9 minus 5 is 4. If I plug in 4, 12 minus 5 is 7. As if you can see, it's going up by 3 every single time. And so because it's going up by 3 every single time, I can say that it's going to be arithmetic. Now for this one, if I plug in 1, I get 1 squared, which is 1, times 3 times 1, so I get 2. So that's going to be 4 plus 2, which is 6. A sub 2. So that's 4 plus 6 plus 2, so that's going to be 12. 3, that's going to be 9 plus 9 plus 2, so that's going to be 18 plus 2, which is 20. So 6, so that's plus 6 or times 2, but then now we have plus 8, and that's not times 2, right, because that should be 24, so therefore is going to be neither. So for this one, to get to the next one, it looks like I'm multiplying the denominator by 2, so that's 1/2. And then times 2, so that's 1/2, times 1/2. So this is going to be geometric. This one, because this fits into the formula, which is 3 times r to the n minus 1. Okay, so that r is 1/5, so immediately I know it's going to be geometric because it fits right into the formula. And then this one, it looks like, let's see, it went down negative 12, negative 12, negative 12. Okay, so this is going to be arithmetic. Okay, so factoring these, remember we do a times c, so it's 12. Factors that add to 8, so 2 and 6, they're both going to be negative. So I get 3n squared minus 6n minus 2n plus 4. Factor by grouping. I'm going to factor out 3n, so I get n minus 2. I'm going to factor out negative 2, so I get n minus 2. And so it's going to be 3n minus 2 times n minus 2. A times c, 10. Factors of 10 that add to 11 would be 10 and 1. So factor breaking it up. So factor by grouping. So 2v, v plus 5, plus 1, v plus 5. So you get 2v plus 1 and v plus 5. And then a times c, 60. So that's going to be 15 and 4. So 5n squared plus 15n plus 4n plus 12. Factor by grouping. What's in common is going to be 5n. So we're left with n plus 3. And then 4. So it's going to be 5n plus 4. And then n plus 3.